Welcome to New Day, Cleveland. I'm David Moss.
And I'm Christy Capel.
And we are in Lake County in a little town called Willoughby, and it is a town that is covered in history.
Yes, it is, and it's only about 15-20 minutes from downtown Cleveland.
You know, I said I was in Lake County, but you know, this is the only city or town in America that's been in 6 different counties over a period of time.
Really?
Yep, it used to be like once it was in Cuyahoga County, once it was in Geauga County, once it was in Trumbull County, 6 counties in all. And this is a place that was first settled by the Erie Indians.
Get out. Well,
true.
That's a lot of history for you. But of course, things have advanced since then. We're going to take you to a home. It's like a bed and breakfast. And I believe that began back in the 1800s. So that building's still around, of course, has been restored over the years.
I'm getting historical on you again.
You are. I tried to throw in a few.
Well, yeah. Well, you brought that place up. You know, the place. Then the French came here. Then the British came here. And this is a place where the town was really settled like it looks today because it became a first location of a medical school.
Really?
Yeah, the Dr. Willoughby. It's named after Dr. Willoughby.
Somebody did their research for this show. It is about time.
Isn't that something? Hey, and speaking of history, I'm going to take you to a place called the Willoughby Coal Company. It's a big old building back off the road a little bit, off of Erie Street, and it looks like an old-time stone kind of place, but it's almost like a museum too. So a lot of history there. We're going to discover a lot of cool places.
And I'm going to take you to a place where, well, food's been around for as long as we know. So how about
Thank goodness.
a cupcake place?
Okay.
They have some really interesting flavors. How about pomegranate green tea?
I like that.
Me too.
Okay, I know you're not a big fan of fish, but there's a place in town here that is world famous for their great sushi that doesn't have fish in it. How about that?
Ooh, and you're gonna leave this town smelling good with a little bit of soap.
Okay, you get some soap, I'll go get some sushi.
Okay.
You know what I've always liked about this place is open kitchen. I mean, this place had an open kitchen before open kitchens were the cool thing to do.
Yeah, you know, it's nice. I think people want to have a little bit more of a play on what's going on at the restaurants. So to be able to see what's going on in the kitchen instead of always being behind the scenes, it makes them feel a little bit more of that homey kind of feeling.
Right. I mentioned you guys won a lot of awards for the sushi and stuff, but the other menu seems pretty eclectic to me too. I mean, you got a bison pasta on there, a ragu pasta.
Yeah, you know, the big thing with us is we don't want people to think that we're just seafood and just sushi. It really, really is about being diverse. So we want to have dishes that are from the land. We've got chicken dishes and pasta dishes, as well as great seafood dishes, along with our, our famous sushi.
And you're not afraid to step out with the French thing. I see you had a little action on the cassoulet.
Yeah. Actually, Jared's background is in education, is French cuisine, so that's kind of his specialty. So you'll notice a lot of the dishes here will have a French infusion to them, because that's kind of where his passion lies.
Yeah, whenever my wife and I go out, or she's going to get a table for me or a seat, she always tries to go near the kitchen, because when you're near the kitchen, I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch what's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's why people like our dining room. Our sushi bar is planted in the dining room, so while people are dining, they have a chance to look at all the sushi being made so they can see what's going on.
Yeah, and you know what else I remember about this place is the outdoor patio. I mean, this is the most outrageous patio out this part of town, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got one of the biggest patios in Lake County, and in the summertime, our patio is huge. Half off sushi every Tuesday, all you can eat crab legs every Thursday. So this patio is pretty much rocking all summer long.
Yeah, it's great on a summer evening, man.
Yeah, you can't beat it. With good weather and patio, you can't beat it.
I like it here too. I like the way you guys decorate this room. Not a big room, but cozy, and it's got a little sparkle to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we've got this room downstairs. We actually are working on our second dining room upstairs, which is kind of be a wine room. It's going through renovation right now, so we'll have additional seating. But this is definitely the main dining room. We try to keep it nice, but at the same time, kind of keep it warm and cozy.
And this is where the sushi takes place, huh?
Correct. Chef Joe is our sushi chef. He makes all the magic happen behind the bar here, and you can see everything's plotted right here. We've got a couple dozen different types of sushi rolls for people to choose from. Everything from surf and turfs that have fillets in them to seafood, and we even have something called a baconator, which is a sushi roll that's got bacon in it, which everybody loves.
I know that one's not raw.
No, we cook that one.
Okay. Hey, so Joe's going to make something for us?
Yeah, he's going to show a couple things real quick, and then we can go from there.
Well, I've been looking forward to this thing. So Joe, it looks like deep fried sushi. Like, how do you do that?
This is a deep fried roll, and we actually, inside of it is smoked salmon and tamago, which is an egg, and
it sounds like breakfast.
Yeah, it actually is very similar. It does have a similar taste to that. And then we send it back to the kitchen where they place it into tempura batter, and then we fry it.
That's tempura batter. I was wondering what that looked like because it had a neat shredded look to it. Hey, and Adam was telling me about bacon. So is that the bacon number there?
This is one of our most popular rolls, the Baconator, and that has bacon, crab, cream cheese, and avocado.
Wow. And you were going to make something spicy too. What was the other?
Yeah, we have the Cajun Sensation. This is also one of our very popular rolls. And what goes inside of this one is avocado, some fresh avocado, and then crab stick.
Hey, now I thought this was a Japanese sport. You don't look very Japanese to me. Well, how do you learn how to do this?
They actually taught me over the summer. I was actually working in the kitchen, and they decided that they wanted to move me over to sushi, so they
you learned
trained
how?
me. Yep. So it was just a process of learning how to do it, and it helped knowing, you know, everything back in the kitchen before.
Hey, so this is pretty creative, though. You know, like I haven't been to very many sushi places where they show up with bacon and sushi, and I mean, you guys go outside the box, right?
Yeah, that's what we try to do here, because there is a lot of sushi places around, but we really like to, you know, bring something different when we're doing sushi, you know. But we do also have traditional rolls as well.
Tuna, huh?
Yes, that's Cajun tuna on top.
Cajun, so it's spicy on the outside.
Yep, and then we're going to put some avocado in between there.
So this whole lure idea, man, with the fish, like fishing lure, not like luring people. Although you guys do lure a lot of people with the sushi. So that's how you sort of control it with the saran wrap, huh?
Yep, keep it all down. We make our cuts.
Is that pretty? That's pretty as a rainbow. Adam, I think you found the right guy to do this, huh?
Yeah, he does a heck of a good job. He's been doing this for quite some time, and he helps perfect the stuff that's on the menu, so his creativity goes into it, and he's done a great job so far.
Now look at this baby here. Tell me about that.
This is our signature seafood dish. It's called a crab-crusted grouper. So you're actually gonna have a crab crust around the actual grouper, and then it's sauteed. We've got a lobster tarragon cream sauce on it, and a little bit of a roasted red pepper puree, and then we top it off with fried spinach.
Wow.
This is by far our most popular dish. If we ever took it off, we'd probably get in a lot of trouble with our regulars.
Wow, and look at this. One more time, I got to show you this. Look what he's done to this. Man, Joe, that is beautiful. So that's sort of spicy, this sauce on the outside,
we have
huh?
a wasabi mayo and a spicy mayo that we place on top, and then both of these rolls have the Thai chili, which is kind of sweet and spicy.
There you go, folks. The place is called Lure. It's in Willoughby. We're going to continue our road trip around Willoughby. A lot of cool stuff to see here. As a matter of fact, I think Christy's somewhere you want to check out.
Well, David, I feel like I just walked into a bakery. This place is amazing. It's called the
Gourmet Soap Market.
There you go, and this is Barbie. It doesn't get any better than this, and you can't miss it because when you're walking out on the streets here, you notice a big tub full of balloons.
That's right. This
That's
is
the
our
best window
paradise.
display. It's beautiful. Now tell me a little bit about it, because when I first walked in, this is why I thought it was a bakery. Are you kidding me? This is soap.
Well, my shop is all about bringing together luxury handmade soaps,
Yes.
lotions, bath and body care, together with fabulous handmade gifts. Everything behind you is specially made for our store, and the essence of the store is usable gifts. So we have everything you need to take a gift to your next shower, to prepare a wedding favor that the guests will love, or to just treat yourself.
I love that. Now, some of this soap, as you mentioned, if you have an idea, you can come get them made by you.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
We custom make soap loaves. One of the
That's
biggest
pretty cool.
things we do is make them for a shower, specially for you. You tell me your favorite design, colors, and scents, and you have a unique gift that everybody will love at the wedding.
That's right. And when you show up at a shower, your gift is going to be the most
It
popular.
happens all the time,
Isn't that
Christy.
cool?
The number one
Look
shower.
at this. This looks like some lemonade.
That is our raspberry lemonade.
Really?
This is a raspberry lemonade soap loaf, and it's just fabulous. Those are cuts of soaps right into the soap itself.
Oh my
And if I
goodness.
may show you, the number one shower gift where
Yes.
everybody will just stop at the door is the diaper bear. This is an absolutely
cute chick.
usable diaper gift.
That's cute. Okay, so we got to keep moving. Oh, and if you guys are wondering why we're wearing polka dots, it's because this is what you formally wear when you come in, right?
That's right. We
Plie.
wanted to create a tropical paradise with everything fun, and it starts with our uniforms.
It starts with your name being Barbie. I love it. All right, so we're at the soap bar.
Yes.
So what goes on here? Do you just pick and choose?
Well, the soap
Look at
bar
all
is
this.
all about testing the products in the store. Remember, these are things you've never seen before because we hand make them by my team of crafters. So we give you the delightful pleasure of trying things out before you buy them. And so if you'd care to see some of our top sellers, I'll bring you back over here. Beach is our absolute #1 top seller.
Oh, now wait, let me just pause here. Barbie sent some things over to the station and I got to test it out over the weekend. And let me tell you, sister, I love all of that. She sent most of the Beach items, right?
That's right.
And you sent this little.
This is our top selling soap sponge. #1 seller in the store by far. Christmas time we sell thousands, but what it is a soap poured over a sponge, so it's your low maintenance soap sponge.
Which is so cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? I used it all weekend, threw away the loofah.
That's right, you don't
That's
need
right.
it. That's right.
You don't need it.
And men love it too, by the way. This is my little birthday section. If you need a quick birthday gift, grab it and go.
Very cute.
And then coming down the way, this is my soap with the loofah inside. What this does is exfoliate your entire body. You can use it on your feet, your elbows, and just have a lot of fun with the soap loofah. It's our #2 seller.
Forget going to get a pedicure, right?
That's right. And then coming this way is more of our natural, organic line of face care. And then here's one of my favorite things. This is part of why I opened my store. This is whipped up soap. It's not a bar, it's not a gel, it's a whipped up version of soap. And cake batter happens to be the very big top seller. No calories. You basically just rub it all over your body and have a lot of
No
fun.
calories in this donut either.
That's right. That's our buttercream soap donut. This is also lots of fun.
Very cute. Okay, we got to make our way back through the end here because we have to wrap this up. There's so much to get to. This is incredible. Wait, you actually sell food?
We sure
French
do.
fries?
Yes, food with no calories. This is our new French fry with ketchup dish. This is our fabulous false teeth soaps, and then we even make beer soap for the men. They just love to pick those up.
Barbie, this is the coolest place ever. And you are located, tell everyone.
We're here in the Divine District right here in Willoughby, Ohio, so please stop in. This is our brand new store.
Come see Barbie and you can look like us. Okay, more from Willoughby when we come back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland here in Willoughby, and our next stop is Lake County's first cupcake shop. Now this place is unique because they have flavors like cotton candy and pomegranate green tea. Check this out.
Baby cakes came from little treats as far as the big cakes are great, but everything isn't fun in miniature sizes. My mother, when I was little, always decorated and did cakes. I've been doing it ever since I can remember. So from the Easter candies to cookies and cakes and all that fun stuff. It's always been a love of mine. Every little holiday, every little thing that we do for events, it's all custom. So it's fun because no day or no event is the same. I think that's what can set us apart from a lot of the stuff that's out there right now. These are our push cake pops, and what they are is there are mini cupcakes in them, and they come in various flavors. This one is a peanut butter chocolate, so it's a chocolate cake with peanut butter icing, and then it's layered, and then you get a fun top to put them on. So they're great for favors, birthday parties, all kinds of fun things. I love doing the window. It's always fun. It's a piece of what we do and what we can offer, and it's ever changing. And it's an added piece of art to the town too. From maple bacon to chocolate caramel covered pretzel, pomegranate green tea, root beer floats, cotton candy, you name it, we're always changing and updating our menus. Here we have pineapple strawberry cupcakes. It's a pineapple cake, and what I'm gonna do is fill it with a strawberry. And we like to indent the cupcake. There's a lot of different ways you could fill the cupcake, but this way you don't lose any of the cake, and you can put your fillings right in there. We do it with a whole strawberry with a compote that goes in there that gives it a little bit more of a gel consistency. And so we get 2 to 3 different ones down in there. And then in turn, these particular ones get topped with our signature buttercream. And then we top it off again with the whole strawberry right on top of it. So it kind of gives you a little hint on what you're going to get inside.
I just want to get some cupcakes to go. Sure, yeah. Can I get a Rocky Road?
We try to have a great blend of cake and icing. There's sometimes where you have too much cake and not enough icing, and other times there's too much icing and not enough cake. So that's something we definitely consider when we're topping all of our cupcakes and the feedback that we've had from our customers as well. We bake them fresh daily, and it's all fresh ingredients. Our cupcake bar is you have a choice of either a vanilla or chocolate cupcake and your choice of filling, from a strawberry, fruit compotes, or you can do fudge, caramel, and then you choose your buttercream. Signature buttercream, chocolate buttercream, strawberry buttercream, cream cheese. We top the cupcake off for you, and then at our cupcake bar you can do various marshmallows, peanuts, sprinkles, the same kind of thing you would do at an ice cream sundae, but you do at a cupcake bar. So we have a whole bunch of toppings, and then it comes in a nice little box. You can wrap it in a bow with a tag, and then you could give it to somebody or indulge in it yourself.
Baby Cakes will also design special cupcakes for your parties or your showers. We're going to toss things over to David, who's checking out something else unique about this area.
Christy would never believe this. The Willoughby, Ohio Aquatic Farm. I'm here with Mike, and you guys are raising, perch, my favorite fish.
Great.
You're raising fish indoors.
Absolutely.
In Willoughby.
In Willoughby.
This is wild and crazy. Okay, so we got all these tanks here.
Yes.
Like this tank here. What's going on in here?
These will be our market size. These are...
Can we see one?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get a net. These are...
This is cool.
For the most part, pretty much 7 to 10 inches. These will be the first fish that we cut up and fillet. Yeah, they will get a little jumpy on you.
Look at that.
But this is what you're looking at here.
Wow.
Good sized perch, you know. Your average size you catch in the lake, maybe a little bigger.
Now, okay, so restaurants are gonna buy these, stores are gonna buy these, and I could come here and buy some
You
if
can
I
walk
wanted?
right in.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
that's our main goal is to sell to the public. We want them to, come right in. We're gonna have them filleted. You're gonna get, the only way you could get any fresher fish is if you went to the lake and caught them yourself.
Okay, now we're talking about the fish in the lake and the fish here at your aquatic farm, at the Willoughby, Ohio Aquatic Farm.
Correct.
How do they taste different, or how are they better, or what's the difference?
What I think the best way to describe it is that you're going to get a cleaner fish, a cleaner tasting, lighter, flakier, because obviously, take a look at our water.
Yeah.
You can see the bottom. When was the last time you went to the lake and could see the bottom of the lake?
Yeah, right.
So that's it's clean. And for the most part, you're not going to know the difference from lake perch.
You know what?
It's good stuff.
When I go to Hawaii, I'll stop at the fish farm and see shrimp and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
They got these big farms outdoors. But this is great. I mean, this is indoors, so you can year-round, right?
We control the temperature. We control the water quality. We've basically created the perfect scenario for this fish to grow.
So what's going on down here? I see you got like gravel down here and
It's
pipes
a filtration
and
system. What happens is, clean water's in here, and you get your ammonia buildup, goes out that back, goes into the tank. That's your first set of filters. Rolls into here, through here. This is your second set of filters. Clean water gets pumped right back into the tank.
So we're like in the middle of an aquarium, a big living aquarium.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like SpongeBob.
Yeah, there you go. It's perfect. You have your microorganisms in the back. That's what breaks down all your ammonia and that.
I told when we walked in, we had to wash our hands with special stuff and everything. So
Correct.
That's important too, right?
We try and keep biosecurity is important to us. It's what keeps our fish healthy.
If we put a net in here, what would the fish look like? Really little?
You're gonna be about mid-sized. These will be the next guys coming up.
Going fishing.
Yeah. Fishing was never this easy, was it?
They talk about shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, look at that! They get excited, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And this will be the next ones that are coming up for market size.
Wow.
But
they're a cool color too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a little different. Once they get larger and mature, they'll get a little bit more of that lake perch look.
I wonder why there's so much brighter colors when they're little.
Well, with us and being indoors, you don't have the natural sunlight, so it does change the appearance a little. It does nothing to the flavor or anything like that.
I bet not, because you're giving them that good. What's he feeding them?
What we do is we feed them a protein and fat-based diet.
So this is better than eating sludge in the lake.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is terrific.
And we hand feed We actually monitor our system. We have 8 cameras in here. We monitor this place 24 hours a day.
There's 1 million of them in this tank.
There's probably closer to 2,500, but a million's close, though. We'd like to have 1 million. That'd be great.
This is so much fun. So how many fish are in this room?
There are 30,000 currently. 30,000.
And this is the food?
Yes, this is the food. Yeah, we have 2 kinds. This is our floating, and in here is our sinking food. So basically same thing as this, but sinks to the bottom instead of floats.
Mike, this is the greatest thing, man. I love it.
Great.
I'm going fishing in Willoughby, but I'm doing it indoors at the Willoughby, Ohio Aquatic Farm. Hey, thank you very much.
Hey, no, thank you for coming.
I tell you, a lot of surprises in Willoughby, and guess what? There's more to come as we travel through Willoughby. A New Day Cleveland, right after the break. This is just in from the Willoughby Area Welcome Center. New Day Cleveland, that's right, we're in the Willoughby area, and I'm here with Dr. Ron, and in the Welcome Center here, how do you, sir?
Hey, I'm really here to welcome you.
Well, I feel welcome. I love this town. You know, I drive by it all the time. I'll come through it, and it's so much fun to discover all this stuff. And then I started discovering the history. This started with a doctor in a way, didn't it?
Actually, this is the most historic town in Ohio.
Really?
And it's actually the medical school that was once here, the Willoughby University of Lake Erie. And that's where Willoughby got its name.
Dr. Willoughby, right?
But he was never here. Yes, it was Dr. Willoughby. He was from Herkimer County, New York. And there are a lot of legends that actually we've been establishing the truth on right here.
Okay, so we're going to learn some stuff. I see some medicines in there. We don't need any of that, right?
These are actually part of a collection from the era of patent medicine. And most of it was laxatives, and many of them with booze.
You're a doctor. Any of this equipment, you ever use any of this kind of stuff?
No, not these. I'm a retired plastic surgeon. But these actually are old pieces of equipment, including all these instruments in here, surgical instruments. And we also go back to Greek medicine in there, and that's what this is bloodletting equipment, where they actually bled people.
You never did that, did you?
No, that went out a little while back.
A little while back. Boy, that is cool, though. It's a little creepy, but cool.
Yeah.
What's this room over here?
This is actually the room dedicated to the Willoughby Historical Society, because we're actually made up of several groups here. We're not only the Willoughby Area Welcome Center, but we do have this room for Willoughby Historical, and we also have a space for the Heart of Willoughby downtown. Downstairs. There are actually several organizations in this town that work together promoting history and the entire area.
I see some military stuff in there.
Yeah, there are some old uniforms, World War II.
It's great.
And
This building's in great shape.
This building is 104 years old, and we put a lot into it to make it this shape.
How'd you get it?
We convinced the city of Willoughby that it was cheaper to sell it to us for $1.
You got this building for $1?
$1.
I'll give you $5 for it.
And we had to, no, actually that was against the rules. We're not allowed to sell it for $2.
Is that right? Now, somebody told me, I heard about Dr. Willoughby, and you're supposed to set the record straight because you know this stuff. Somebody told me they had an electric train that sort of connected the Cleveland area to this area and had a lot to do with helping develop the region.
Cleveland, Painesville, and Eastern Railway ran from downtown Cleveland, Public Square, all the way out to Ashtabula. And it ran right down the middle of Euclid Avenue. So it was the way to travel back in the days when this kind of transportation was very popular.
How'd they have electricity back then to run a train?
Oh, by 1896, there was plenty of electricity when the whole thing was set up. But right down the middle of Euclid Avenue, if you can imagine. And these were not like trolley cars. They were really hefty.
Yeah. So you were saying this is one of the most historical towns in Ohio.
Absolutely. First of all, it's the only Willoughby in the United States. And many people don't know that.
Well, that's pretty good. I tell you, I've learned an awful lot, and I want to learn a lot more and get it around town a little bit. So I recommend for folks coming here, stop at the Willoughby Area Welcome Center.
Correct.
Maybe Dr. Ron will be here, and he'll show you the ropes.
We'll be glad to.
Thank you,
We're
sir.
always pleased to have visitors who are interested.
I am interested.
That's good.
I'm sure
I know
our audience
I can
is
tell.
too. Thank you, sir. And we'll have a whole lot more from the Willoughby area on New Day Cleveland right after the break. What is this thing?
I don't know. I think something could come out of it, though. That's for sure.
Cannonball, that's right.
Wow.
1853, that's when this thing is from.
That's amazing.
Pretty cool, huh?
I like all the history in the town of Willoughby.
I finally found out where Dr. Willoughby was hanging out. I went to a place over there that was pretty cool. You know, I told you I was going to that sushi place where they...
How was it?
They had bacon sushi.
Ooh.
It was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, man. I really liked it. I tried it. It was terrific. And then I went to a place, guys like raising fish inside a building.
Oh.
A fish farmer.
A fish farmer.
Yeah, I know. And you know what's going to be hard to discover everything here because this little strip here has like about 5 or 6 different little restaurants and bars I like to stop in.
You know, before I came, they said, you're going to Willoughby? I was telling everybody at the station, they said, that is a cool looking town. Very cute. They used the word cute.
Did you know this place is called Chagrin before Chagrin Falls was called Chagrin Falls?
Really?
How about that? That's how cute this town is. Forget about Chagrin Falls.
Hey, listen, how do I smell? How do I smell?
Oh, please.
I'm not kidding. I went to the gourmet soap shop.
How good was it?
I showered up. Oh, they have the coolest things. They had this place that had like French fries and what looked like ketchup, and it was all soap. Donuts that was soap, and then this new scrubber for your.
I wish my mom would have had that when I talked dirty as a kid.
Yeah, she could have washed her mouth out with soap.
It wouldn't have been so bad.
Maybe I should have got a few extra for this guy.
Please don't tell him anything about behind the scenes. Okay, let's get going. We have a lot more show to go.
Yes, we do.
Where are we going? I don't know. I'm going to a place called Willoughby Coal Company.
Oh, I'm going to go to this place called Gab Street. What do you think they do there? Maybe.
Okay, let's talk it up. Let's go.
Okay. All right, time to get our shop on. I got to get ready for the spring, got to find the wardrobe.
Yes.
Lucy here at Gab Street Boutique. First of all, Gab. I like that.
You do?
Just where ladies just come in and
Gab, yeah.
This is my kind of place.
Right,
Now, where
right.
did the name come from?
It's actually our maiden names put together. My maiden name was Gabrielle and her maiden name was Longstreet, so we just kind of combined them together.
How cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a lot of different items.
We do.
And that's what I love when I go on these shows is that when you come to these boutiques, not one of you guys has the same thing, which I
Right.
think is pretty cool.
Right.
So what's in for the spring?
Well, for right now, the color of the year is tangerine. So this is a J-Lo inspired dress in the tangerine. We also have it in the teal and the white, but just wanted to showcase the tangerine because everybody has to have a piece of tangerine this summer.
I love that.
Right.
It's kind of that a little stretchy material.
Yeah, it's very flattering, tapered in the waist. It's a great look.
Very cute. Okay, so dresses, I guess, are in, or are we doubling it up?
We're still doing a lot of tunic, a lot of dresses, but still like the tunic length as well, as you can
cute.
see here. So you can kind of wear it with leggings, with capris. It's longer. So if you're very short-waisted, you could pull it off as a dress. So the tunic length is still, really big this season.
I like that. All right, and all the colors.
This
Right?
is just a plain gray. As you can see, we have been featuring a lot of Made in the USA clothing. It's been selling really well for us. We're trying really hard to do that. So these are some of the pieces that we're featuring that Made in the USA. The crop is back this season as well,
Is
the
it?
shorter top.
Does that make us look shorter and more plumpy?
It's the layered look,
Yes.
You're gonna have something.
You know.
Don't show the belly.
This is what
Please
I
wear something underneath it.
This is what I do when I can't find a word.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have jewelry as well.
Yes.
You guys have some pretty interesting things. When I first walked in, everything's interchangeable here. What's the deal in? Why is this lady staring at us? Who is this?
This is Darlene, my
Ah,
partner.
the other one. The other half. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, now tell me how these work.
This is our chameleon line, and this is all sterling silver pieces. So you basically pretty much pick your piece,
Okay.
and then there's a little tool that goes in there, and it pops out.
Oh, look at that. And then you can
And then
interchange.
you could just interchange it. So what you get is a nice piece of jewelry, and then you can always make it look different. And we
That's
have pendants
perfect.
and charm bracelets, the sunglasses, rings. So
Wow.
it's very cool.
That's very cute. And how much will you charge for each of the interchangeable pieces?
The pops start at $29 and go to $54, depending what you pick.
Okay.
'Cause they're all made with different materials.
That's great. You would buy like a whole nother ring for
Yes,
that, or
exactly.
if not more.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, Lucy, what else do we have?
We have another line of interchangeable jewelry that you wanted to see. This is by
Oh,
Magnabilities. Lower end as far as price point, but everything here is interchangeable where the centers pop out. These are all magnets. So you take it out, pick a new one.
change your look. So these things are all great for traveling too, because you can, you know, just buy one base and just get different pieces for the inside. And you don't have to pack a lot of jewelry with you.
So is this the new thing?
It is. Interchangeable is really, really big. It's really taking off. So we sell a lot of it. It's a great, you know, like, 'cause you get a starter necklace for $20. It's a great gift for, you know, for someone on your birthday list. You know, it's affordable. And then the centers are $4, so you come in and get a new one.
You can't go wrong with that.
Right.
Okay, come see Lucy, and you can gab all you want because their place is called Gab Street Boutique, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to send things over to David, who is also shopping, but doing a little different shopping.
So when you come to Willoughby and you go to the dentist, this is where you go, or maybe the barber. What kind of chair is this, Adam?
Barber's chair.
Barber's chair?
Yep.
This is a crazy looking place, man. It's set back off the road off of Erie Street, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it the oldest building in town?
I know we're about 100 years, 100 plus.
It is a great looking place.
Supposedly haunted as well, is what they say. But
really, how did that rumor get started?
Back in the day, a guy had either jumped, pushed, or fell out of the third-story window out of this place. Yeah.
So that guy, supposedly he's haunting the place, huh?
Supposedly. I've never seen anything yet, but that's what they tell me.
It's a great looking place. Like when I came in the front door, I noticed the big scale out front. You know, we were talking about this. The crew comes inside. I said, "That's a scale, man. That's how you weigh the coal, right?"
Yeah. Well, not the coal, but the gravel and things for contractors pouring concrete.
You don't sell coal so much anymore, right?
No, we do.
Yeah.
50-pound bags for sale.
Yeah. Well, in the day though, they used to sell it in like giant truckloads, right? That's people used to heat their homes like that.
Oh yeah. That's sometimes how we get it delivered.
So, is this what you do? You sell these kind of tools, or what kind of business are you in?
These are just knickknacks people bring in. It's part of the look of the place. Old-fashioned stuff. Tools of yesterday.
Look at this. Look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Our other guy who works here, John, brought these in. He's more the hunter of the place, brought in the deer head. He likes to have his own knickknacks around.
Hey, so do people come in here just to look around, or what kind of business are you in?
We do masonry, concrete, sewer supplies. A lot of people buying gravel, topsoils, things for the summer. They also do a lot of mulch through here.
So guys sit around this potbelly stove and shoot the whatever they say, the breeze?
Oh yeah, chew the fat.
Chew the fat, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, see now if you want to come here and buy yourself a good pipe, a lot of types, right?
Oh yeah.
This would be an elbow?
Yes, sir. 90-degree elbow.
90-degree elbow.
Long sweep.
Look at that. This is more like a museum than a store, though, don't you think?
Yeah, a lot of people say that when they come in. Just lots of old timers come by, bring us old stuff.
The bicycle up there, huh? That's not your bicycle, because that's too old to be your bicycle,
no, way
right?
beyond me.
That is something else.
Yeah, one of them's a Firestone, I believe, is one of the.
Hey, I saw some great stuff upstairs too. Like this is, believe it or not, this is like a clothing store too. Let's go take a look at this stuff.
No problem.
So this is what? This is like an Eskimo sled or something?
Yep, old Iditarod sled.
Iditarod. So this must have been the lead dog right here, huh?
Yeah.
Or is that a wolf?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard the story on that. I don't know where you came from.
It is crazy. So the guys that come here that really do business, like the masonry guys, that kind of stuff, they got to stay warm, right?
Yes, sir.
So they got these great socks. You know, I always look for great socks for boots. That is pretty wild.
Wool. You want the wool socks.
Wool socks. But check out these jackets. These jackets are tough, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Toughest in the business. Carhartt.
Let me show you what this looks like. Check this out. I mean, that's sturdy. It's like Arctic quality, right?
Mm-hmm. Rugged twill.
That old coach that used to be here, that's up at working for the Patriots. He might like that. Give that to old Bill, right?
Yeah.
And what's a boat doing up here? This is a strange place for a boat, right?
Yeah, we floated it in a couple years ago during the flood.
Did it flood around here?
No, not this high.
Oh, okay.
We carried it up the steps, a bunch of guys.
So you can tell me anything, and I'm going to believe it. Get some overalls, and I guess if you want to find out where the ghost took the jump, it's up those stairs, huh?
Yeah, next level up. There's a circle cutout kind of old window that's been covered up, and supposedly that's where the guy used to sit and fell out of it somehow.
So how often do people come here just looking around? They don't buy anything.
It happens more often than we'd like.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's great up here.
I've had a lot of fun in Willoughby. You know, a great history, and I guess A lot of the history is told right here in this coal building, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the business?
Willoughby Coal.
Willoughby Coal.
Willoughby Coal.
And you're Adam.
Adam.
He's the man. We're going to have a whole lot more from our special road trip to Willoughby, Ohio, right after the break.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland, touring Willoughby, and I had to stop this bed and breakfast because when I come back, I am staying here. I'm with Dina at the Homestead House. I tell you what, this place is beautiful. It's got that Victorian feel.
Absolutely. She was built in 1884, so she is a Victorian home.
Really? So back in 1884, what was it used for?
It was a private residence.
Very nice. And so it must have taken quite some time to restore.
Right. When we bought her like 9 years ago, she was actually derelict. She was abandoned, and everything inside was basically coming down. All the walls were falling apart. And so we spent about 2.5 years restoring her.
Wow, it is beautiful. How many floors?
There are 2 floors.
2 floors, okay. And when you first come in, there is a beautiful eating or dining area.
Yes,
so when you talk
absolutely.
bed and breakfast, quote unquote, you have to serve breakfast. And I hear you're quite the chef.
Well, breakfast for us is 3 courses.
Ooh.
Oh yes, absolutely. This, for example, is our
the first course?
This is our first course. This is the mascarpone trifle, and these are our homemade cinnamon rolls.
Look at this. How long does it take you to bake these cinnamon rolls?
Oh, a couple hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I eat a lot on this show. I've never had a cinnamon roll that good.
Excellent.
I'm not kidding. That is really good. Powdered sugar on top.
Absolutely.
With a little bit of yogurt.
Yep.
And then the next course.
The next course is always an egg course, your protein. And then our final course is always dessert. Our tradition is dessert.
Well, I'd stop there, but they have to wait to keep moving. We want to show off the rest of your place.
Okay.
So take me through the door. After you walk out of the dining area, this is the lobby.
This is the lobby
Wow.
where we greet our guests when they come in. We have a lot of guests from all over the United States as well as Europe. In fact, this coming week we have Norway and China coming in.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely, internet. That's how they find us.
Okay, you have a lot of great packages.
Right.
I hear you can have a ladies' night out.
Oh, and it's fabulous.
Or in.
It's actually in and out. We have a package that we offer, and we partner with Renee's Massotherapy down the street in Willoughby, of course. And we have a half an hour massage. You can get a massage or a facial, and then we give them lots of snacks. Plus, you get a $30 gift certificate to run around downtown Willoughby.
Are you
with.
serious?
Yeah.
That would be a fun girls' night out.
Absolutely.
Okay, but I'm guessing there are quite a few rooms to stay in.
There are
so
5.
Can you show me a couple?
Absolutely. Go right on up.
I love
and
going
I'll
to
follow
these
you.
Victorian homes because the rooms are always so different.
We have a couple that we can show you.
This is gorgeous, Dina. Now this is the sitting room.
This is the upstairs sitting room for our guests to have a little private, cozy area to read.
I like that. How many rooms do you have?
We have 5 altogether.
You have 5.
And this is one of our favorite rooms. This is a Victorian rose. As you can see, we've got a fireplace.
Ooh, how romantic.
Nice and cozy on a winter day. And then this
What
is
are
a
your
bathroom.
bathrooms like? I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
check this
you got
out.
a jacuzzi tub.
Now you're talking, Dina. That's beautiful.
Oh, thank
Is that
you.
a heart?
It's a heart shape.
Lopsided?
Yep, it's a heart shape.
That's so pretty. Okay, so we can do a romantic evening, which I hear you have a package for as
We
well.
do.
What does
we
that
have
include?
a sweetheart package. They get roses, they get champagne, chocolate-covered strawberries, and of course, bubble bath to enjoy that wonderful tub.
Bubble bath. Very nice. Okay, so if you walk back out here, you have a couple of the rooms now. Are they all pretty much the same size?
No, well, they're all about the same size, but they're all unique, which is a requirement for the state of Ohio to be a B&B.
Really?
Yes.
Now this is what I want to go jump on this bed. This is a king size.
This is a European king. This is hand-carved cherry bed. It came in from France.
That's really nice.
It's
How long
very
have you been
beautiful.
in the business?
We have been in the business 6 years.
It's gorgeous. Now, if you want to see Dina, come find her, get some breakfast. You name it, she has everything to offer, from your sweetheart to just a fun girls' night.
Girls' night, which is awesome.
And you have a friend from high school that kind of helps you too.
I do. That's Connie.
This is a great little place. I feel the love. Okay, we're gonna toss things over to Scooter's Soda Fountain. So if you're looking for an old-fashioned sweet treat, that's the place to go.
It's really good.
wife and I just happened to be walking around downtown a few Christmases ago and saw the shop, and we were looking for something to get into and something we could both thought we could enjoy. And this shop was for sale at the time, and it just dawned on us that that might be fun. Willoughby as a whole, you're kind of flashing back in time because it's an old town that's kept alive. So yeah, it's kind of going with that theme, kind of the theme of the town, you know, a lot of old buildings. And yeah, the soda shop is maybe reflect back to an easier time. We make the old-fashioned phosphates, yeah, the handmade sodas. That's basically a traditional thing. You get a soda float, your regular root beer float, or you can get a what we call phosphate float, which is the handmade soda with whatever choice ice cream you want in that. A lot of people like the old chocolate sodas. We still make those. Do you like some nuts on there? Well, I'm scooping some old-fashioned vanilla ice cream into the tin, okay? We do the handmade, hand-spun milkshakes the old-fashioned way with the hard ice cream and the milk. Take a little longer to make, but they taste a little better, we think. All right, that should be just about right there. There you are, an old-fashioned chocolate malt. My wife makes all the fudge here. She makes peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, old-fashioned chocolate walnut, maple walnut, your traditional flavors, and sometimes she'll get experimental and make something off the wall, but she enjoys doing that. It's just a nice place to hang out, you know, come out and have some dessert, forget your troubles for a while, and have a good time. And top of the cherry.
Scooter Soda Fountain and Sweet Shop is open Tuesday through Saturday starting at 2 p.m. And keep in mind, they are closed Sunday and Monday. We'll have more from Willoughby coming up after the break.
Well, did you have a good time in Willoughby?
I had a great time. I think I'm going to definitely come back because I had some great cupcakes. I showered up and I had some fish.
Hey, and I remember I told you about the bacon sushi? Oh, I want to show you guys something. Look at this. You see that sign under there? It says David Jewelers.
Oh!
I'd like to get that fixed, please. It's D-A-V-I-D, just in case.
Oh, your name's not spelled with an E?
No, what's up with David like that?
I had no idea.
Well, you learn a lot of things here in Willoughby. Hey, you know what? I told you about the bacon sushi?
Yeah.
They have bacon dinners also, and they sell it all the time over at
What's
Lure.
with the bacon?
I don't know. They put wine and bacon this and bacon that and bacon this, and everyone loves it. They sell it all the time, so you want to make sure you guys know about that.
Okay, I was at Homestead House. I tell you what, this is a great
You standing uphill or something?
I am.
Okay.
And I have heels on. That never works for these two. Anyway, so you can do a girls' night, or you can do
a girls' night.
Yeah, you're not invited.
Okay,
However,
thanks.
you could be entertainment. And then second of all, they have a great romantic package. And it's a little Victorian home. As I was mentioning, back in the 1800s that they've transformed. They have like 5 rooms, a dining area, and the best cinnamon rolls.
So we got all that great stuff, all these places we didn't get a chance to go to, all these wonderful bars and restaurants. And you know what, if you like ghost stories, unbelievably, Willoughby is the
Is it haunted?
hub of ghost stories for some reason. So there you go.
Maybe because it's so old.
I don't know where to go next. I like Willoughby so much.
I'd like to learn some more history knowledge from you.
Okay, thank you. Well, we'll learn that on another day in another town on our next road trip
Great idea.
on New Day Cleveland. We'll see you then.
Okay, bye everybody.